Hello, here is an Osaka League game that white won by Komi 6.5, and actually black looked pretty okay in the beginning, but the top group died and therefore white managed to turn the game around. So let's check it out. Parallel Fuseki and a common approach coming from the Komoku. So far so good. Now black decides to slide, which is an old school variation. Nowadays we always see the attach at d3. But in fact, in this position, where you already have a move at q3, it's more interesting to play j4 or k4. So this will switch to the Kobayashi Fuseki, or simply go for a Shimari, q5, q6, or whichever in this corner. But if you slide, which is also normal, you don't necessarily have to finish the Joseki with j3, because there are too many moves on the third line here. So the position it's a little bit flat. Therefore, black should consider a Keima to step up to the fourth line. And it's also possible to play j4 after the slide at d2. But in general, you want to play j4 right away and keep c3 open for an invasion. So when white plays around here, you can play some Joseki. Let's say we play the AI style. And then being Sente, black can always take the corner at c3 or pretty soon. So slide and extend back, the basic pattern, but good to remember stepping to the fourth line. So alternate third line with fourth line. Now white attacks high, old school again. The common attach. Now here black can think about p5, so attach on the outside and pull back in order to go for a moe on the bottom side. So this kind of Joseki, white has to either no B or extend back here. Black is working on the box on the bottom side and then play a move on the right around here to reduce white's potential. So that's an interesting move to consider, but usually r5 is good. Simply take the corner. And here black had a very good decision, because if you just play the normal Joseki at o3, it really feels flat, and anyway white can still invade later on m3 or l3. So nice idea to step up to the fourth line like this. Kosumi can be an option too. And then when white extends, you follow up with another Keima to expand the moyo. But yeah, this Keima is nice. White needs to extend for a base to finish the Joseki. Then black just plays away. So far so good. Of course the Sansan invasion, it's always an option. But Hakari from the outside is actually nice. And slide again. Usually against this high one space jump defense, black plays a peep here, at least this is AlphaGo style, then slide in the corner, because it makes white a little bit over concentrated, and then extend back to the right. But again, you need to think about going on the fourth line. So third line again, well, it's not bad. This is the classic Joseki, and in this case you have q16 corner, so it's third line with fourth line, absolutely fine. Also, black can go Sansan directly. Or don't slide at all, extend back to k16. This will lead to a very old-fashioned Fuseki pattern. So we have the same Joseki again. Oh, white played the inside approach. For white it's more interesting to play r14 here, and then either invade the corner or extend on the left side, which is large too. So white has the left and the right, and black has the top and the bottom. So now white got the inside approach, and here black can punish a little bit. It's okay to defend at r14, but because the position is very narrow in the top, black can kick first, white extends, usually goes up here, then defend the corner r14, and now white has to extend for a base. But being a two-space jump, this is a little bit cramped. So white ends up over-concentrated, not an ideal shape. Therefore, this exchange kick for the no-B, it's actually positive for black. But if you play this way, white can slide, then extend, and now his position is pretty settled and very light. Oh, he attached in the corner, modern style, also good. Then Atari, then push through. Alright, that's an option. So normally here, black goes for outside thickness. White is supposed to cut first, then play double Atari, and descend. So this way, white settled the corner, and black needs to play another move in the top. Usually this Atari. It's also possible to play double Atari, but white may come out here, then you Atari like this, then capture the stone, and we have a fight going on. So that's an option, but white decided to cut the corner right away. Maybe white was trying to be tricky and induce this kind of follow-up where he goes Atari and captures the 2 stones in the top. But obviously black will just connect. So now white is supposed to play the bump. Black and Nobi or block. White has to take the stone, Ane, protect, and then defend against the cut. So this is a trade Joseki. White got separated, lives in the corner, but black is happy with the outside thickness, where something similar happened in the game. So white took the stone right away. Now here black can play s15 in Sente. If white plays away, next the corner will die. So white needs to protect. And even if he goes here, black will Nobi, and then again white has to come back. So white will protect directly. And then because there is some Aji here around Q15 cut, black should play the table shape. Just a 1 space jump like this. Black can also play a 1 space jump this direction, but the cut is still there, so quite annoying, this Aji. Therefore, the proper move is to play this kind of jump. So no more problems in the corner. The invasion on the left side, this one, quite interesting. You want white to play here and then slide. But it can be more aggressive to go c12 in fact, because those 3 stones, they have to come out. Also, shoulder hit like this, it's an option, or directly d10. d10 it's a nice option because if white extends on the left, 1 space jump here, or he comes from the top this way, white will be over concentrated no matter what. And the thing is, when you play right in the middle, this nice spot where white could set up a nice moyo, if white plays a move here or here, you don't even have to answer. You can just play away, and only when he approaches one more time, you will bump and come out. And if he plays the third line move, then just Kosumi to make sure he's not going to connect. This is the same formation like the Joseki with Komoku in the corner and the low 1 space pincer. So that shape applies in middle fights too. White got a little over concentrated with this c13, so this is exactly what black wants. Black makes an ideal base, and now the 3 stones in the corner are in trouble, so normally white should block at c2. When black plays c2, it's quite annoying. Yeah, white lost his cool and invades. Well, the thing is, if white plays here and black jumps along at m4, this bottom side is pretty much settled, so yeah, it makes sense for white to come in. Kick, very good to prevent the p3 combination. Ane, Atari. But this shape looks really good for black. So not so easy for white to fix or to make a sabaki. Maybe white should play a tsuke, Ane, and then just go for I shape. So this way black can play Atari n5, and it's quite annoying because when white connects, black will defend also, and this group is heavy and still on the run. Then this kind of approach to prepare the invasion and expand the mono in the top. So a clamp. Here black didn't profit so much. Yeah, white was supposed to connect solid instead, either like this or like this, because if white captures 1 stone, sorry, black captures 1 stone but white captures 1 stone too, so this is not such a good trade. And if this happens, white can get the other stone. So on this clamp, white can connect down or up. Therefore, it's more interesting to play Atari from the outside here to ruin white shape. Because if you think about the shape as a sabaki formation, so if you play away, for white to play Nobi here is nice. And then when you cut 1 stone, he will go Atari and then make this kind of I shape. Therefore, Atari n5 is going to ruin his nice formation. Oh, this will be an empty triangle. So if white connects, black defends like this or like this, and it's ouch. So white plays with some fighting spirit. Good to take. And then Nobi. This is fine. Because if you cut, white will just play a couple Ataris and then capture this stone. And even if you get some points on the outside, it's a problem with the other stones on the bottom. So not so great. So good decision just to go up and then jump. Because white's formation, this one, it's empty and also heavy. So he's running out, but no way to build any points. So here I think black played a slow move. This capture, it's not necessary. First of all, let's say white connects that stone. I mean, you play something like this. If he connects, oops, here, it's no big deal. He's just saving 2 points. And the group is still somewhat neutral for white. So yeah, taking this stone was really slack. Pushing through, it's interesting, and then consider a cut, but this fight is also a little bit unreasonable because it will weaken the other group. So just don't play anything here right now. Approach like this and prepare the invasion at R8. So this was a bit slack, and then Hane, double Hane, but it doesn't work. I mean, it creates some magi, but white it's all connected. So in the end, all this effort to make 2 points. I mean, black put how many stones here? Capture and this and the others from before. Too many moves just for a small capture of 2 points. And black is still looking good. Yeah, this push is excellent. Secures the base and attacks white's group. That's nice. Surround, very good. And here black can think of a nice combination. Vital point like this, threatening the cut, then Kosumi to go out and connect underneath. Of course, white can try some combination to play with fighting spirit and go for a trade. This can happen too. So white will leave by killing these two in the corner, but black also gets the left side. It's playable. Anyway, the key point is to hit b4. Like this, white will just connect, and it's very difficult to kill the group now. But black is still looking good. This is fine. Interesting invasion. Very aggressive. White can just go shoulder hit, one space jump, and make this kind of light shape instead. And for white it's interesting to cut at q15 soon, or push and cut. But white went inside, and that's a bit dangerous. So here black could profit a lot. You don't even need to cut, just pull back. Because if something like this happens, and white is forced to leave small inside, you still have a pretty solid formation on the outside. But actually the result of this fight was good. So cut first, white came out, okay. Actually, why should Atari here first? Black will always answer to this move, and then push out. Because this shows fighting spirit. I mean, if white loses some stones in the top area, he's supposed to go for the 2 stones in the top left for compensation. So connect, push along. Now, if black plays the cut here, white will capture, then double Atari, take the guys in the top, but at least white also got something for a change. Because in the top right, I mean, all the top side was black's potential. So losing a couple of stones here for white, it's nothing, because he got the top left corner for a change. But white tried to resist and almost everything died here. Yeah, so far, good for black. This is all forced. And this is where black makes a mistake. It's better to capture directly, or just leave it and connect underneath. Because if white captures this Ponuki, you will no B, and these guys in the top are captured anyway, which means all the stones are connected. So actually, black is keeping the whole top side, and this group is just running out on neutral points. But it works to capture, because when you capture and white goes down here, you descend first to keep him separated, and when he comes out somehow, you connect under it. If he separates, then you Hane, and then you play, let's see how we kill everything in a net. Something like this. Hane, Hane, Atari. Okay, let's see if I read this right. Oh, it seems I misread. We don't kill like that. Okay, it's too dangerous. But anyway, it's good to capture. And on this move, one space jump, and when he connects under, cover like this. But yeah, better just connect directly. Connect, if white takes this stone, no be out, and it's game over. I mean, well, black is still a big favorite to win this game. Anyway, I would capture right away. Now it's a bit different here. Let's see the liberties. Oh, this is good for black. If white cuts, just Atari from behind. And if white plays here, Atari from behind this way. Ouch, that's bad for white. So yeah, capture right away is still an option. And now it's time to connect underneath. Yeah, no time to get ahead. First connect. If white Atari, you need to pay attention with the ladders, but worst case scenario, just give 2 stones, because that's only 1 eye. And you still got a lot in the top. So white separates. Then you need to catch those stones, that's correct. And now, the corner is too big. I mean, to lose all this for almost no compensation, just to keep what was already black's territory from before, it's too expensive. So black was actually way ahead before this fight. So that was pretty much the critical moment of this game. And here white can wedge, because black has to come back. Even if black pushes here, after all these forcey moves, you need to answer, and white doesn't have to play another move inside. He can just expand the right side. That was a little bit too conservative. Fine. So now we proceed with a small endgame. Here black can play this first and then jump, but that move can come soon. Oh, Atari. If you capture the stone and he Ataris here, you capture another stone, those 3 stones are just heavy and may die inside. But fine, they died anyway. It's bigger for black to play moves like this. Kosumi here, push in the corner, turn. Actually the block is not Sente. But this move is big, prepares the monkey jump. So if white plays here, you push through, then Hane, everything is Sente. Anyway, close game, even after losing that big top right tail. Oh, so big for white to block at C18. That's why it's good for black to push through here. It's not such a big deal if white plays in the center. He still needs to come back in the corner. Corner, then side, then center. Here it's more interesting to play this move, threatening a snapback. Then white connects. But can he leave? Look, look. Ooh, there's a problem. Ko. So only Ko can save this group. Or when black plays here, white will play this one, then on the snapback, white is alive. Ah, that happened anyway. So white wasn't greedy. Here it's more interesting for white to capture the stone with D19. Okay, all center. White can push through. And then when you pull back, Atari, connect, defend. Some issues. That was big. Actually, black should capture this stone. White needs to connect to stay alive. Otherwise, we're back to the ko. So when you play here and white blocks, you Hane, he blocks, connect, and he needs to take the ko to create a second eye. So that's a center capture. This is risky because white can push through and then wedge. Oops. And now there are lots of cuts, so if you answer everything here, for example like this, too much damage to Mari. So I should actually push once. Again, if white pushes and you connect, he goes Atari, you cannot connect anymore. Because he will play Atari here, and when you play this one, he takes the tail back. But now, yeah. And here he was supposed to play the wedge and connect. Because again, you have Atari, Atari and everything. Connect, Hane, and that's it. All those points disappear now. Black can play this one, and make like 4 or 5 points. And in fact, it's good to play the wedge because it creates agi with the cuts, so white needs to capture here. If white plays away, then black will cut like this, and then Atari and catch 3 stones. Or if white defends the 3 stones, you connect and you save the group. So that wedge R7 versus S7 is really big. This is proper. He got it. Incente. It's better to connect solid. Less quadrets at the end. But it doesn't matter much. Oh, that's expensive. Another few points. And this is strange. White can just block with Atari. And white can play Atari here first. Small moves now. Why did I need to connect at 011? But he just doesn't want to lose a 1 game. Okay. Here, just go down. If white plays this move, connect. If he plays Atari, take the call, then it's a snapback, he must protect. Well, it's just a matter of 1-2 points. It won't change the outcome of the game. But yeah, once black loses the tail, it's finished. So overall, pretty good start, and just needed to pay a little more attention in that middle game fight in the top, and that was it. So revenge next time, I guess.